Yeah.
Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this Money Making Monday. Man, off a crazy weekend, to be honest, man. Coming off them weekends, especially with all the sports back, I be feeling like I just came off a 9-round knockout fight. That's how the weekends be having me feeling, but I'm glad to be here with my guys. Mitch may pop in during the show. Hey, he's a really busy man. Y'all only see a third, not even a third of what he does here. So sometimes he ain't gonna be on every single day, every single show, every single minute, but he may pop in a little bit. But I got Roof, got Costi. What's happening, Roof? How you doing today?
So you said a 9-round fight, so more than what Jake Paul was really doing in that fight.
No, for real.
I'm not going to try to twist the knife on Jake. So we still got to talk about the Cowboys after, but Jake Paul does have more wins at AT&T Stadium than the Cowboys do this season.
It's crazy.
Ooh. Sorry, I had to do it. Yeah, solid weekend for me. You know what? Yesterday was one of those days where I was doing all right, and then I was like, oh man, I had a great day today. And I look, and I was like, I only finished up like $40 on the day. But I'm like, you know what? Still a winning day. Take it for what it is. Keep moving forward. So on to a new week. Lots of money to be made. I'm liking some of the cards this week, so ready to break down today's with you guys.
I'm ready to break it down too, man. Costi, what's happening, my man?
What's up? I was really fighting to get our fans that parlay from the betting tool / Costi parlay. It was this close. It was Will Levis interception.
I thought he threw one.
No, I'm saying that one hit.
Oh yeah.
Will Levis, Mac Jones interceptions.
Easy.
Check. T. Higgins touchdown anytime. Check. And a Kareem Hunt anytime. And he was on the goal line. It was first and goal from the 1, and he left his feet and got stopped at the 1-inch yard line. Then they did it was a play action, and they ended up getting the touchdown. There's 2 different times on the 2 where he got stopped. Like, why are you leaving your feet? You're 5'10". You're not Derrick Henry. Like, go as low as possible. Do the roof flow. Like, roof flow. You got to get down and just got to get through the hole. Man, I just wanted – look, I had it. You saw I showed the ticket. I knew all the fans were on it, and I really wanted to hit for everybody.
The first time is not going to be the last that Costi's disappointed by an inch. Sorry. It was right there. I had to take it.
Mitch isn't even here.
Man, for me yesterday, it was like NBA was a really good day. I went 3-0 in the NBA. I hit my play of the month with the Indiana Pacers. NFL, I had 6 plays? I think I went 3-3. And it was like, I had the Bengals, man. They came all the way back. I know I'm going to get trolled all day because of them. McPherson, man.
What are you doing? You have one job. At least go 50%. At least hit one of them.
McPherson, man. Ooh. And then what else? What was my other loser?
I had the Chiefs. The Chiefs got me.
Oh, that was my play of the day. I had the Chiefs. Yeah. Damn.
And it looked for a second like they were going to cover. They were going to do it. They were going to come back.
The time in the game where I thought we would squeak it away is the 4th and 2 at the end of the game, and they were going for it. So, in my opinion, I'm like, all right, if they get it, they'll run out the clock because it'll be first down, or it'll be very little time. Probably run out the clock. Or 2, they don't get it. They turn the ball over and they give Mahomes a shot. Either he wins the game or we're right there within the cover. But, of course, Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things and just bowls his way into the end zone.
So, yeah, I did have a couple of nice ones, though. I had the Broncos. I had Steelers. I had the Colts. Jets are so fucking shit.
They're ass. And they had it too. And then their defense is the one that lets it up.
They're so ass.
They're so bad. Sauce went from like A1 last year, Sauce Gardner, to like mids. He's getting toasted. He's out of position. I don't know.
Bullseye.
What's that?
Went from A1 to bullseye.
Ugh.
Speaking of kickers, how about your kicker, Tucker? Yeah.
Bro, he's got the yips. So you guys don't play golf, but it's a golf term where you get the shanks.
Yeah, I know what the yips are. The yips
Yeah,
are, the
you know,
yips are
the
baseball too.
It's when you're a kicker and when you're a high level golfer, you're not, it's muscle memory. Like, you know, exactly, you're not thinking about it. You're just getting up. It's just, you do it so many times. And then at some point in your career, or it's the same thing with golf, like something changes. You don't know what's going on. I mean, he's snap hooking them left. He's never missing right. It's all left. And it's been going on for weeks. I mean, he missed an extra point last week. He doinked an extra point and went in the week before. Just sad, because you go from being the best of the best of the best, like possibly the best kicker ever in the National Football League, to now being the reason why you're losing. It's not the only reason, but
have you seen Cars 3? You know, have you seen the meme where the new cars passing McQueen and they hit the little thing? McQueen is fading. I'm gonna send it to y'all later.
Yeah, you gotta send it to me.
It's hilarious.
I thought you were talking about the one about the Dragons and the AFC North kickers.
Nah, it's the other one. Bro.
My dad sent me a text. They need to cut his Royal. So we have Royal Farms here. I don't know if you guys have them where you are. It's kind of like a Wawa or same thing like that. But He got a contract with Royal Farms, so he's always doing his thing with the chicken wings, with fried chicken. And my dad was like, "Man, Royal Farms got to cancel his contract because you get free. If he makes field goals, you get free chicken." Oh man.
Well, guys, it's Monday and Mitch ain't here, but same program. So y'all know what we got to do. We got to do winners and losers from past weekend. So a lot happened. There's a lot to talk about. A lot of different places to go. Roof, batting first. Talk to me.
I hope I don't get the death stare from Costi, but Mike Tomlin is my winner for the weekend. Once again, just executing the perfect game plan to shut down Lamar Jackson, who has won just once in his career against the Steelers.
Did he get really shut down though?
I mean, 16 of 33, 207 yards, a touchdown, a pick. Fewest passing yards since week 4 against the Bills. Ran for just 46 yards. I shouldn't say just 46. I mean, it's been one of the higher totals he's had in the last few weeks. But I mean, it's the other thing for me is that he's taken a Steelers team now to what, 8-2? A Steelers team that I think a lot of folks would have expected to finish at or near the bottom of the AFC North. When you came into the year and told me that Russell Wilson and Justin Fields were going to be your 2 starting quarterbacks, and that's what you were rolling with for the future. When we saw what Russell Wilson did in Denver, didn't work, and how Justin Fields has been over the course of his career, where he only really picked it up in his last few months in Chicago. And, you know, to lead them now to 8-2, I think is crazy. Atop the AFC North, back to where the Steelers, quote unquote, should be, based on, you know.
I've been on that Steelers train.
Yeah,
I like them.
I got on it a little bit late, but I mean,
I begged Costi
really well.
yesterday, showed it better.
Yeah,
I said, Costi, please.
Mike Tomlin, my first winner.
He did it. He bet him too. Shout out Costi. Shout out my man
I
Costi.
told you, it's the easiest bet in history. You get a home dog getting 3 points in the Steelers. It's like you don't even.
Do you know what the underdog record is in Harbaugh versus Tomlin games?
What is it?
In the last 24 meetings, 19-2-3.
Fuck.
Right. It's that easy. I'm telling you. I live it. So it's like, and I told you guys yesterday, I bet against them.
And I think it's even more. I think it's like, over a 32 game sample size. I lied. It's the underdog record when the point spread is 3 or less, like Costi said. Because the underdog in that rivalry in general is still like 75%.
Balling.
They play again, and they play again in like 2 weeks or something.
No, they don't play in a couple weeks. They play.
I swear they do. Maybe no.
It's coming up. It's we have at Chargers.
Then y'all got
Then we got Eagles at home. Then we have a bye week, I think.
Oh no, you're right. Sorry, the Steelers play someone quickly. Oh, it's Cleveland. They play twice. In 3
and then we after the bye we play them, I think.
Okay.
But
yeah, that's before Christmas. So
it's I came out of that game yesterday as a Ravens fan, even though I had the money on the Steelers as a betting number that I did on the show. I wasn't disappointed because what I saw is a secondary. They gave up 6 field goals. That's been getting roasted the entire year. Trey White was making plays. A good addition that they just signed him 2 weeks ago. Kyle Hamilton being back was a big factor. The pass rush was getting to Russell Wilson. It's not like they were lighting up the scoreboard. And it was just bad breaks. I mean, 2 missed field goals, mismanaged end of the first half. The crazy interception where Justice Hill pulls the ball down, and then the linebacker literally, I've probably never seen that before. He's coming down with the ball, but then he rips the ball out of his hands on the way down, gets the interception, which was pretty wild. And then on top of all that, we have the same. We're the number 1 penalized team in the win, which you can clean that up. If you're doing penalties, you can clean that up. It's a coaching thing. It's a discipline thing. It's a leadership thing. And Lamar is always going to do this. If he doesn't see the screen, he's going to run around. He's going to run around. He's going to create. The linemen have to know that that's what Lamar does. Stop running down the fucking field, man. This has been going on for months with this team.
Costi Cry session. What's your winner and loser for this week?
That's it. I'm done. Patrick Queen had a game. My winner is the Ravens secondary. Shout out to a team that's been getting decimated. And for you to come in and basically shut down the Steelers.
Bro, y'all lost. What do you mean?
Doesn't matter. They had 6 field goals.
Okay.
I think he's saying it's like a moral victory.
It's a moral win, man. I'm telling you.
Y'all lost.
You can't put that loss. That's a win. We're talking about winners not winning the games. We're talking it doesn't matter. I'm talking about this team showed up. I like what I saw. This even with Roquan getting hurt. Yeah, they lost.
That's the thing. That's the thing about Lamar. That's the thing about the Ravens. And that's why I don't know if I want to give him my MVP right now. The stats say Lamar MVP, but I feel like we just keep rewarding losing. And I ain't with that, man. I'm not with rewarding losing, bro. Like you gotta win some shit, fam. Like for as much flack y'all be giving my man Dak, for as much flack as y'all be giving that man, I think the same need be applied to Lamar in certain situations. If he is who, in fact, y'all think he is,
he's
who y'all claim him to be.
Season.
That don't matter. That don't matter. What's y'all's record? 7-5.
Here's the thing. I don't care about September and October.
7-5. It's 7-5. What's y'all's record?
No, we have I think it's 4. Might be 5.
Joel Embiid out tonight, so all y'all Sixers lovers, I'm sorry. I should have bet on
7-4, man. 7-4.
All right, bro. But y'all
to the Steelers, close game, lost to the first by a toe to the Chiefs, and then 2 bad wins. I mean, 2 bad losses. I'm not too worried about it. Raiders. I'd rather be under the radar.
I'm just saying, man. What's Lamar's playoff record? What is it?
He's made it to the AFC Championship.
What is his playoff record?
1 loss, 2 loss, 3 loss, but he's won all 3. I think he's 3-3.
Man, just saying.
But he's gotten there every time. He lost in the wild card. He won in the wild card. He lost in the division. He won in the division.
Just saying.
He's lost. Or no, he's got 2. He's 2-3. He lost in the AFC Championship. This is the next elevated game.
Y'all love rewarding losing for everybody.
I'm not talking about Lamar. I'm rewarding a secondary that I think showed a lot of promise heading into the meat and potatoes of the season, which we care about, which is December football. I don't care about if your record is 9-1 in September and October, and you're this great team. Show me you could do it in December and January.
I'm just saying. My argument is based off what I seen yesterday. The Ravens, bro, y'all are the maybe 5th best team in the AFC, and people talking about y'all like y'all number 2.
Who are the 4 better teams in the AFC?
Kansas City,
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo.
We beat them. Beat the shit out of them.
But they just beat Kansas City,
I
and
don't
they
care.
bounced back. Only got 2 losses.
It's that again.
That matters to me. That just like, you know what I mean. How you respond matters.
Okay.
Steelers just beat y'all.
Okay.
And
Chargers.
Fuck no.
Texans.
I might go Houston.
Okay. Well, we play both of those teams.
Okay. Well, I'll argue that and say that Houston at full strength is better than them.
We won't. Okay. Yeah.
Before
the season started, if the roster versus it's
no, I know, but I'm saying right now, I personally can't put the Texans above the Ravens.
We're talking about right now.
So yeah, right now, yeah, no. So I'd still have the Ravens.
I don't know.
You tell me on a neutral field, Ravens Steelers, who wins?
Steelers. Pitt. Them boys gonna be out.
And we play them again. We play all these teams again.
If the Steelers can do
and
it
we
again
play the Eagles at home
Baltimore,
coming up, so you're gonna see it all in the next month.
I know. And y'all might not come out on the other side the way y'all think y'all might.
We play teams that we're supposed to beat.
I don't know.
Horribly. We play teams that are better than us on paper, and we beat them. Losing to the Steelers on the road by 2 points on a potential 2-point conversion.
This is a Steelers team that was 8-8 the last 2 seasons. That's who they are.
The last couple of years doesn't matter.
I know.
This year.
I know. I'm just saying. But y'all talking like everybody. I saw a post like last week that said, "Can we just skip to the AFC Championship game and make it Ravens Chiefs 3 best 2 out of 3?"
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Oh yeah, like what the fuck? Y'all not even the 4th best team in the AFC. That's all I'm saying.
It's tough to win at Pittsburgh.
Show me. That's all I'm saying. I got a tough game up with the Chargers this week. I might have to walk back some of my Chargers hate, man. I might got to walk back some of it. I mean, to be honest, they should have lost last night. My loser is fucking McPherson, bro. God damn, bro. Season on the line, man.
Twice.
No room for error.
Twice.
Season on the line, bro. We got our ass kicked first half. And then Joe Burrow, man. Joe fucking Shiesty. Joe Brrr. Came out there with a master class, bro. Second half, man. That's how you play fucking football. Winner, Joe Burrow. If we handing out L's, if we handing out winners,
hand it out. I respect it.
If we handing out winners and L's, I'm giving my shit to Joe Burrow, man. McPherson, you are ass, bro. Season on the line, man. No room for error. You go out there and do that shit. Sickening. Now the Bengals essentially got to win out, and man, with that back end schedule, I don't know. I don't see it, man. Damn, we needed that one last night, man. And the thing about the Bengals is like they've been in every fucking game, like
1-6 in those close games.
Oh my God, man, they all just rip your heart out. So, Chargers, Ravens gonna be a good game coming up. We're gonna see who, I'm not that high on the Chargers. I'm not. I'm sorry. I will say I will walk it back a little bit, just a little bit. Herbert first half, balling. Herbert first half, he played like that. If that's the Herbert that a lot of people portray him to be. We don't see that Herbert often though. That was like best case scenario Herbert first half yesterday. We don't get that Herbert often. If he continues to play like that, maybe I will believe a little more in the Chargers. But we'll see. I think we'll learn a little bit more about them as their tough schedule. Their schedule gets tough here the next couple of weeks for the Chargers. They played a light one to start. Hell of a win last night at home. We'll see if they can keep it going. Roof?
Most fraudulent 7-win team in the league.
I'm with you.
Your first 6 wins. Well, I got the list.
I think they all got losing record.
No, sorry. Well, I'm saying like quarterback wise. Hold on.
I think the teams wise all got a losing record.
Oh, here we go. Gardner Minshew, Bryce Young, Bo Nix, Spencer Rattler, Jameis Winston, and Will Levis.
Only
was the
team that has a winning record is who?
Denver.
Denver.
But that was Bo Nix when he was struggling. So, all right, listen up for this because this one's gonna hurt. My winner is anyone who has a Colorado to make the college football playoff ticket at plus money.
Oh, okay, Roof.
I'm not crowning them. I'm just saying the path got a lot easier because BYU is starting to turn into a pumpkin. They finally got caught playing with fire.
I know Romanelli was somewhere cheesing ear to ear.
They got burned against Kansas. Kansas, I'm putting a bet right now. Kansas is going bowling. Kansas is going to win the last two games to go bowling.
Kansas is a really talented team. They have been all season.
So I think it was the first. Give me a second here. I'm gonna keep talking about it, but it's like the first 7 games they played against Division I opposition this year, or against FBS. They had a 1-6 record, but a winning point differential.
Yeah, they got talent.
That's how many close games they had. You flip some of those results. We're talking about potentially teams that could go like 7-3 or 8-2 coming in this week. So, yeah, like a 2-point loss to Kansas State on the road, 4-point loss to Arizona State on the road, 4-point loss at West Virginia, 6-point loss at Illinois, 3-point loss at home to UNLV, which doesn't look like as bad as the loss now. So, yeah, I think it's just Kansas figured it out. Yeah, and that's another one. Kansas Jayhawks, another winner. But Colorado, yeah, they're tied in now top the Big 12. There's a very good chance that BYU loses to Arizona State this week. The only problem is Colorado now has to play Kansas. And I'm not going to lie to you. I do think that's a game that Kansas can win.
That's fair.
I don't know. Just the way they're playing right now. But even then, that still has Colorado.
With that BYU loss, man, they were in a really they control their own destiny. And that's all you can really ask for.
Yeah. And I do, like I said, I think Arizona State beats BYU. And then they play Arizona to close out the year. So Colorado with that win does control their own destiny as long as they keep just moving on and just keep getting the job done for the most part. Like I said, I think the loss to Kansas, if it happened, would hurt. But again, I don't see BYU winning out. So I think they're still going to hold on to a spot in the Big 12 title game. But now all of a sudden the odds have shifted for Colorado to make the playoff at -120, BYU at +330. So
Travis for Heisman, now negative money too.
Yeah.
Oh, man, shout out them Buffs. Costa.
I got one. I got a loser. Fucking Jets organization.
I was gonna go there.
Fucking
You go right. They're so
you guys are just losers. You bring in Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, Bryce Hall, Aaron Rodgers, guys on defense.
They so shit.
What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life?
They so shit.
And they go up. They get some turnovers. They go up, and they can't even stop a quarterback who can't even throw the ball.
Anthony Richardson, that dime to Alec Pierce, man. That dime to Alec Pierce damn near won me my fantasy game this week.
I mean, what are you doing? They are so bad. And like I told you guys yesterday, man, all the sharps have been on the Jets for weeks. And I keep fighting it because at the end of the day, it's the sample size is what matters. And it's not just about the last couple games, but God damn, man.
Ass.
Fuck the Jets.
Leave it to Cost. He'd tell everyone size matters.
I hate that, man. Just go away.
Yeah, I hear you. I
got a loser, man. My loser, Kansas fucking State, bro. Oh my God, bro. Also ass. Every time, bro, like y'all still had a chance to make the Big 12 championship game, still had a chance to go to the college football playoff, and y'all lose to Houston, and then you double back and lose to Arizona State. Now it's over. Now you're done. Now you're fucking cooked. Man, I'm mad about that, man. I was mad about that, bro. And y'all got dominated too. It wasn't even. Wasn't even a good game. So quick L right there for them boys. I'm gonna double up right quick. Winner? No, loser. Double loser. Loser? Chicago Bears. If you bet the Bears, you did make you some money yesterday. Shout out the Bears bettors. But the actual franchise, the Chicago Bears, man, 11 straight L's to the Green Bay Packers. At home, at the crib, you thought you was going to finally pull it off, line it up, easy kick. I already knew they was going to get blocked. It just gave me the same eerie feeling as that Broncos game last week. You ever just be watching the game and you get the weird feelings? I was like, oh, yeah, this shit's going to get blocked.
Yeah, that's usually that Taco Bell gut.
Man. Shout out the Pack, man. They continue to own the Chicago Bears, man. Ownership. So quick 2 from me. Y'all go around one more time, or you good?
I got one more, and it may be the easy way out to hand out a winner here, but the Detroit Lions. I mean,
shout out to them boys.
they just keep plugging along, and it's just like, yeah, I know it's a game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, but this is still an NFL team. Realistically, these are still guys that are still some of the best at what they do in the league. It was the biggest yardage differential in a game in 45 years.
Damn.
644 to 170. And I think it's like their third 40-plus point win of the season. Like, we're bordering on how dominant that New England team that went 17-0 looked. Or 16-0, whatever it was. Where they were just putting up touchdowns left and right. And the crazy thing for me is that the defense is still holding up for the most part without Aiden Hutchinson. They're still getting pressure. They're still playing solid defense. Dan Campbell is just, he keeps rolling along. Riverboat Dan keeps it going. And I think that the Lions, they've got to be a favorite for the Super Bowl now.
They are now.
Out from under that rock.
Just moved. Yeah, they're the favorite right now.
On what fucking planet?
I'm just saying.
On what fucking planet? That's the death. That's the death dagger right there, bro.
I know. I'm just telling you what the odds say.
Last year, remember when they was like, "Oh, the Clippers! Look at the Clippers! Oh shit! Oh! No, bro, no. Just because the Chiefs go and lose one game to Buffalo on the road, now one game they've lost one game all year, and they not the favorite, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? Only thing I can see a path is because the AFC is a little tougher than the NFC is currently. But at the end of the day, it's still the fucking Detroit Lions. Like, on what planet should they be favored to win the Super Bowl? On what planet?
Taking the devil's advocate approach here. I haven't loved what I've seen from the Chiefs. Yeah, they're now 9-1. And I get it. You play to win the game. We're the only ones talking about winning games by margin, winning games on point spreads and stuff like that. But for whatever, the Chiefs just don't feel as dominant as 9-0 would sound going into last night's game or yesterday's game.
I don't know how. They're the defending champs and they've only lost one game, and it was to their foe on the road, like the team that has beaten them.
I get it. I get it. But it's one of those things where I think you look at it and you could honestly make a case that they could have lost at least a few of those games.
It's like people are trying to tell me that anybody else but the Celtics are going to win the finals. It's like, based on what?
So it's like,
well, okay. I mean, the Celtics have all their guys. That's the difference. The Celtics traditionally right now have all their players outside of Porzingis, right?
Man,
Chiefs have lost a lot, and that's why they came in the season with Rice. Yeah. Rice was balling.
Man, they got the best head coach in the league, the best quarterback in the league. Top 5 defense.
So if we just went through the first 9 wins for the Chiefs this year,
what's the odds on the Chiefs Super Bowl right now? What are
to win the Super Bowl? Plus 450 compared to plus
350.
Compared to the Lions at plus 350.
I'm gonna bet that.
So this is what I'm saying quickly. If you look at the schedule, right? Baltimore on opening night, they had that touchdown that got called back on the last play of the game. The 1-point win over Cincinnati that was controversial.
That's good defense.
I'm saying the 1-point win over Cincinnati that could have flipped. A 5-point win over Atlanta in a game they probably could have lost. 7-point win over the Chargers on the road. Again, close game. I think that was a game where the Chargers were leading 10-0. You beat the Saints. The best win I think they had all season was that road win over the Niners by double digits. But again, it was a banged up Niners team. A 7-point win over the Chargers. An overtime win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a blocked field goal win over the Denver Broncos.
It's football, baby.
I know. I'm just saying. So I just think that,
So what are the odds on the Lions Super Bowl?
350 plus 350.
And the Chiefs 450?
Yeah.
Hell no. All right.
I think, but it's like I think Kossi was saying, it's just like a lot of people are just seeing what the Lions are doing, and it's just going to be public perception that's just going to shift.
No, the Lions a good team. I'm not saying.
I know, but I'm saying that's why the odds are shifting the way it is
in the NFC. But to be the odds-on favorite right now, out of everybody, that's shocking to me.
I mean, statistically speaking, and what they're doing, they should be the leader of the pack right now. Doesn't mean anything.
No, they shouldn't.
They should.
No, they shouldn't. They got 2 losses.
I get it.
They've been beaten twice, not once, but twice. Kansas City been beaten once. Theirs was on the road.
I get it.
At Buffalo. Like,
I get it.
what the fuck are we talking about? I don't know. Maybe I am crazy, like some of y'all say. Who knows?
The difference between them is a coin flip in terms of the price, not if they played each other.
Wait,
so it's like it's not much.
Who has 2 losses?
How many losses they got? 1?
1.
Oh, my bad.
9-1.
My bad. 1 loss. My bad. Who they got this week?
Indy.
That's a dub. Then they got the Bears. That's a dub. Fuck.
The toughest games they're going to have the rest of the way are.
They got the Pack. Division game.
Packers at home.
Division game. Packers lost the first one. I'm for sure. Thursday night, I'm for sure on the Pack in that one. Then they got the Bills at home. Coming off the mini bye, though. That's a nice little spot for them. Then at the Bears.
Hold on. No, so it's back-to-back Thursday games for Detroit, though. So they will be on a normal week.
No. After the Packers game, it's a mini bye because it's Thursday.
No, I'm saying the Packers game is on a Thursday as well, following the game against the Bears.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the Bills game coming off. The Bills game.
No, yeah. Sorry, I was talking about. I thought you were saying it was a short week for the Packers game.
Nah, coming off that, it's a good spot for them against the Bills. Coming off that mini bye, on Thanksgiving, and then, or not off Thanksgiving, but off the other one.
No, it's off Thanksgiving. They played Chicago.
Yeah, Thanksgiving against the Bears, and then the following Thursday against the
Packers.
The Packers.
Then they got the mini bye because they got 3-day rest, and then the full week against the Bills.
Yeah,
which puts them in a good position at home. That's what I'm saying. It's a good position.
The toughest one, and I honestly think, depending on where they are, which is surprising that they're 5-5 right now, but the Niners in San Francisco.
Damn, all the good teams that got down the stretch, except for the Niners, are at home. Fuck. They got the Vikings at home. They got the Bills at home off the mini bye, and the Pack at home. Maybe I've been on the Lions. I'm just playing. I like them from a money-making perspective, but I'm just saying from a Super Bowl perspective.
But the other thing you can say is,
they were close.
They were
at a certain point.
Maybe I'm just hating.
But I was gonna say, at a certain point, you kind of think of, well, when's the value going to go away? And it hasn't, right? Because like the Lions are just playing like you can't set the number high enough.
Well, that's what happens when a team like that is just finally like becoming this super powerhouse, and they've been such ass for so many years. Like the
thing is that it's not even like they were built to be a super powerhouse,
right?
Anybody in the NFC that you think can knock them off and possibly go to the Super Bowl? Because now that I'm really looking at the NFC, bro, fuck, it's probably the Lions. Because it's not Philly. I'm letting y'all know it's not Philly. Y'all not going. Philly not going. Here's mine. Here's mine. Y'all not gonna like it. I don't care. Here's mine. Let's go, Arizona. That's my dark horse in the NFC.
Surprisingly, I'm a hater of that team, but they're really good.
Arizona. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're just like they're getting it together.
I like them.
The
That's my
problem is I
dark
think
horse.
Arizona would have to catch him at home, and then it's not happening. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Fuck Philly. Fuck y'all.
To be honest, it may be like sort of the cheap way out, but I think if anybody's going to be able to take him down, I think it would be the Vikings.
It really is Philly. I'm just hating. I can't say I had to wake up and look at the music. Philly, man, I don't believe their defense still has question marks for me, and I don't believe in Jalen Hurts, but it's like they got Saquon, man. And when you got a solid running game, and they got two really good receivers, and Devontae and AJ that can kind of hide Jalen in certain spots. So it's like if they get into a game with the Lions, I don't know, man. I think they could probably ball control away with Saquon through a game. Like, I hate to say it. I hate to say it, bro. I really do. But ew.
I tell you, the Lions, now that Jameson is back off his suspension again, he gives them such a good weapon to free up Amra to be in single coverage all day in the middle. And they have two really good running backs and a really good offensive line and a quarterback that doesn't make mistakes. They stay healthy. I don't see anybody beating them. Jameson Williams, I mean, he stretches the field. You saw him yesterday. He's flying. And then they have Laporta, who's been hurt. They have, I mean, again, he's banged up right now, but you have Gibbs and Montgomery. They're both chewing every game.
They going crazy. They are. Shout out to the Lions. I guess right now, just talking with y'all, Lions are my NFC favorite, my full season favorite, still the Chiefs. And then my dark horse in the NFC would be the Cardinals. And I hate to say probably the Eagles.
Mine's the Rams. Don't let the Rams heat up here. They had that anomaly last week, but don't let them heat up because if they can get in the playoffs, playoff experience, coach, quarterback, two healthy receivers right now, good running game, defense is suspect, but don't let them heat up.
Fair enough. All right, fellas, you want to talk about today? You want to talk some games?
Let's do it.
Let's start. Let's get the NHL out the way. Let's do the full card. How many games we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. Roof. Like,
to be honest, I had the list done last night, and I'm just looking back at it now because I've yet to do the wraparound. It's going to be coming out after the show. Let me see here. Give me the Flyers plus 1.5. Put a little bit on the money line at plus 165. They're playing well at home right now. They've won 3 straight, 4 or 5. They picked up points in 5 straight. Colorado, they just have trouble winning on the road. A lot of their recent successes come at home. So I'll take a shot on the Flyers. I think they're worth a look. And I sure as hell can't bet the Dallas Stars today, even though I want to.
Dallas Stars.
I mean, minus 450.
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous. It's nuts. Okay, 2 more. Capitals money line.
Why is that line even, man? It's because them Coyotes finna get a dub.
No, but it's one of those things where it's just like they're coming off of a game in Vegas. Historically, it hasn't necessarily been a good spot, but right now the Capitals are just playing too good. Utah, when they lose, it's because the goaltending isn't holding up, and Washington's offense scored 5 goals in back-to-back games. You look at the games that Utah's losing; they're giving up 4 or 5 goals more often than not. If Utah wins, I wouldn't be surprised because of that line. But just an eye test, seeing what Washington's done, I think Washington gets it done. And I'll take a shot on the Sharks against Detroit. Sharks have been feisty. No other thing you can say about it. I mean, they just came off a road trip where they covered the plus 1.5 puck line in all 4 games. And against some tough teams. New Jersey, they won outright. They lost to the Rangers by a goal. Philly and Pittsburgh, they lost in a shootout. They played their best hockey at home. They've won 3 of their last 5 on home ice. Take a shot on the Sharks.
Costa, any hockey?
No, sir.
For me, I'm with Roof on the Flyers. Avs at home, I'll bet them on the road, especially at this price. Nah, I'm cool. Give me a shot on the Flyers plus money. And I don't know, that line in that Coyotes Capitals just tells me I got to bet my Coyotes today. Capitals are the better team. Everything Ruffalo said is correct, but why that line like that? Give me the Coyotes at home.
It's just, I don't know. Part of me thinks it's because people are still trying to wait for, like Washington to not be as good as they are.
Fair. Let's keep it pushing. Let's go to college hoops. Decent card over here today. Starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll go.
You just can do time slots for it.
Are you just you want to split it in two? You want to go full card? It ain't that big.
I'll split it. You can split it in two. I'm just doing the timestamp, so it's
okay. Yeah, we'll split it in two. We'll do.
I got a timestamp for you. Kareem Hunt didn't score. I could timestamp it for you too.
We'll do 6 Eastern through 7 Eastern, and then we'll do the rest after.
Stay on your feet.
So we'll half it. Costi, what you like?
what are some of the?
So we're gonna stop at SMU preview.
What time is that?
7 Central, so 8 Eastern.
Okay, it's to 8.
So just to spit some games out, so Costi has like reference. There's like it starts at Miami, Ohio, Michigan, Bryant, Delaware.
No, I have it up. I just didn't know what you guys were stopping at 8.
No, but I'm saying also for everybody else that's watching. Games
might as well just. I mean, that was kind of bad cut too. Damn. We might as well do the man. I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine.
Let's do all the college hoops, man. We'll just go
all
around.
College hoops. Okay.
Yeah, we'll just do all the college hoops. We'll go around.
All the college hoops.
Yeah, we'll go around.
Actually, yeah, it's actually not a huge card, so you can probably.
We'll go around twice.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take San Diego State at home. They've traditionally covered the spread 3-1 in their meetings. They just met last year and they covered the spread. San Diego State. So I like them as a underdog here. I don't trust this Gonzaga team. They're winning games, but they're not. I mean, they won by 8 versus Arizona State. Arizona State's not good this year. Now they did blow out Baylor.
They beat Arizona. I think.
No, it was Arizona State.
Was it Arizona State?
Yeah.
Oh, right. You're right. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah. So I like the San Diego State team again. I liked them last year and the year before. They just play tough, and 9.5 points here. I like. So I'll ride with them here. That's really the only game I like on the board today. Not a big college day for me personally, especially with myself picking or any of my groups. I haven't got a single play for my group, so that's really the only one I like.
Fair. We'll just go around once. There's 2 I like. I almost put my first college hoops play in, and I might still do it. I'm laying it with Texas Tech. I don't care against the Abe Simpsons. Pine Bluff is ass. All right, they got taken behind the shed in all 3 of their games for real. Their win don't count, and so they're 3 real games they've been taken behind the shed. And I'm here to tell you, Texas Tech, they look good against Wyoming. I think they do the same thing. They could have made this line 50. I probably still would have laid it with Texas Tech. Texas Tech is that dominant of a home team in recent memory. Like, slated points to Texas Tech, man. They should absolutely take them behind the shed. And the other one I like is the Salukis. I like Southern Illinois today. I like what I saw from them in their last game. Let me get back to it. And North Dakota State, I don't think they're that good. Especially not here on the road. They did win their last one on the road, but the Salukis, man, they blew out whoever the hell that was. And then I like the way they competed with Oklahoma State. I think this is a bounce back game at home for them against the team they are better than. So I'm going to lay it there with Southern Illinois. Roof?
I'll tell you this right now. If it makes it, it's a freemium. Northern Colorado plus the points against against Washington State. This is a Northern Colorado team that just took Colorado to double overtime. There's a lot of 3-point variance here. With Northern Colorado, they shoot a ton of threes and they make them at a high rate. The only concern for me with Northern Colorado is they do give up a ton of free throws, and Washington State so far top 60 in free throw shooting. Washington State's 3-point dependent as well. They're top 60 in 3-pointers attempted per game. And Northern Colorado's 3-point defense is 6th in the country. So if Northern Colorado can defend those threes and hit them the way they were against Colorado, this is a chance that Northern Colorado could at least spring an upset or at least make Washington State sweat. So I'll take Northern Colorado in the points. Just going back to the card, see if there's anything here. The problem is there are so many games that I like in the overnight, and you got to bet them in the overnight. Otherwise, the lines this season have been moving way quicker than I've seen them in years past. Like I'll look at a line, like I'm up late. I'm up to like 6 in the morning. There's lines that I'll look at 6 and it'll be like -16. I'm like, I'll just put it in the morning. It's moved to like -21.5.
They have been moving a lot this year. A lot.
Maybe it'll settle once conference play starts. I don't know, but I'll give out one more. Give me IU Indy against Iowa State. It's a big number.
Hey, whoa, chill.
Hear me out. Hold on.
No,
hear me out.
No, I know. I'm talking about the IU Indy. No, chill. It's Iapui.
No, I'm going IU Indy. It sounds cooler.
It's Iapui.
So IU Indy. Anyways, this is an Iowa State team that has played 2 games so far. Or sorry, this is Iowa State. Iowa State's played 2 games so far. They were laying 28 against Kansas City, won by 26. We're laying 44.5 against Mississippi Valley State. Or Mississippi Valley State that just got like 65 pieced by, was it Baylor or Colorado or somebody? Iowa State didn't cover that game. They won by, I say only, but in comparison to point spread, won by 39. IU Indy is better than what we've seen last year. They brought a bunch of guys from D2 with their new coach. They can shoot. And Iowa State has Auburn on deck. So I think it's just a complete look-ahead spot for Iowa State. I think Iowa State wins comfortably, but I think they win by like 26, 28. 35, I think 34, 35 for me is just too many. So give me IU Indy. And I'm sticking with IU Indy.
Iapui.
No, because then it gets too close to ooey pooey, and I don't want to do that. They're playing better.
Fair. Anything else, college hoops for you, Costi?
That's it for me.
All right. That's it for me too. Anything else for you, Roof?
I will say that everybody's talking about that McNeese and college and North Texas
I'm
game.
scared of it. I'm scared of it.
It terrifies me.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Because there is a good chance that McNeese could be as good as they were last year, and they just got off to a slow start. But North Texas can be really good too. Like I could see that going on either side of that.
If you would have asked me, like Jay, tell me, I would say North Texas, and I'd probably go money line.
But the thing is now that it's up to 4, that falls into North Texas' wheelhouse, where just like they did against Minnesota, they'll choke the life out of the clock.
Yep.
And that'll be a 1-possession game. So if I had to bet it, now that it's up to 4.5, I think it's gone too far. I would say 63 or 62-59 McNeese if they win that one.
Fair. Let's talk some NBA. We got 8 games over there today. We got let's do 2 at a time. We got Bulls, Pistons, Heat, Sixers. Costi.
I'm going to take the Pistons here. This Pistons team this has been a money-making machine early in the season, and they've much improved roster. Still not getting the credit. But today, being a 4.5-point favorite, it does scare me. I think it's a little too many points against the Bulls, but the Bulls on the road have been actually fairly decent. They've actually struggled more at home, but I'm still riding this Pistons team. They've been hot lately, and I like what I'm seeing out of them. And then Toronto, man, I mean, I can't take this.
It was Heat Sixers.
Heat Sixers.
Oh, it's Heat Sixers. Okay, I don't know why mine's off.
I mean, they're all 6:30 though.
No Embiid, right?
He's right now. It says unlikely to play. So yeah, I would say no Embiid.
I'm not betting this game. Miami's been so bad at home with the question mark of Embiid. If I do bet it, I need to see those news, and it'll be probably a post bet for me closer to game time. I can't put analysis out there with such a big question mark. I know Philly's been ass even with him in the lineup, but he just got back. So, and the fact that he's already questionable not to play, I mean, these are the situations I try.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, he's not playing. I'm just going to pull the J. I'm the NBA guy. He's not playing. I'm just going to pull the card. I'm about 90% sure he's not playing tonight. So take that from me. It's not official yet, but
I'll unofficially give you the
trust
Heat.
my sources. I don't think
Unofficially Heat. Yeah. I don't like it though.
Fair. For me here, I'm with I kind of feel the exact same way Costi feels about the Pistons. Like, no, I'm not looking at the Bulls, especially on a back end of a back-to-back with travel after getting taken behind that shed yesterday by the Rockets. It's Pistons or pass. I will say on a Monday, laying 4.5 with the Pistons does make my stomach hurt. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm an NBA watcher. I watch a lot of NBA games. This game just gives me that feeling like Pistons up 3 points, a minute to go in the game. We sitting there like, oh my God, the Pistons gonna cover this 4.5. Like, so just a little bubble gut situation style game. But Pistons are the better team. They're playing the better basketball, and it's a terrible spot for the Bulls. So maybe a Pistons money line in a parlay or something like that. But I lean towards the Pistons laying the points, and then I'm on the Heat. Until the Sixers show me a pulse on, I just want to fade them. It's really just that simple. Y'all know I usually don't love laying points with Miami. I liked it better this morning at, what was it, 3.5, 4.5 now. It's starting to get, a little dicey. But the Sixers, they're dead right now, man. Let's just call a spade a spade. They're dead. Without Maxey and Embiid in and out of the lineup due to injury management, suspension, Paul George really hasn't caught a rhythm yet. Not liking what I'm seeing from Philly. So it's just a play on the spot, play on the situation until they show me a pulse. I like Miami. Chris? Jimmy Butler not playing in that game, by the way. I mean, he may play. He's a game time decision.
Yeah, I'm gonna take both the favorites here. Pistons for me as well. I keep saying it. The Pistons are, a team that definitely addressed what they needed to in the offseason, brought in that scoring depth that was really missing. This is a team that's already won, I think 6 games this season, 7 games, close to it. I can't remember. I don't know the exact number of wins they've had, but
7 and 8. Yeah,
they've already got half of their wins back from all the last season.
That's crazy.
So they're on the mend. They're not 100% there. Hot take. I don't even know if it's a hot take. Maybe I'm just saying that for the sake of saying it. I think the Pistons could contend for the 10 seed.
They can.
I think they could. They could definitely.
Them and the Hornets. It's gonna be a decent little race. It's gonna be. The question is because who stays healthy?
That's exactly it. That's because it's the if who could stay healthy,
right?
And will they stay healthy,
right?
But I think that Detroit could be a sneaky team. And yeah, it's just fate of the Bulls who are leaking oil right now. 140 points allowed in back-to-back games. So I'll take the Pistons there. The Heat would have made my premium list if I really didn't think. Okay, who let this thing in the chat? Go down. Go do something else. Give me the Heat. They would have been on my premium list, but the Heat's ability to blow a game that they should win,
man, especially at home as favorites, man. We've been down this road before.
So that's the only reason why I didn't make my premium list, but I would go with the Heat here.
Fair. Let's keep it pushing. Next two, we got Wizards, Knicks, Pacers, Raptors. I'm laying the points with the Knicks in this one. If the Knicks don't cover here, theoretically, I should put them on the do not bet list. The one reason why I won't, and I'm going to give them a little grace period, is because they're on a back end of a back-to-back laying 14.5. If they weren't on the back end of a back-to-back and they didn't cover this line, I would put them on the do not bet list. But I still think the Knicks are overrated, overvalued, personally. But the Wizards are ass. Like, the Wizards are terrible. Like, everybody is taking the Wizards behind the shed. So if the Knicks don't, then it just further proves what I'm telling y'all, that they're overrated and overvalued. Wizards last 5 games. 121-94 to Orlando, 107-92 to Houston, 139-130 to San Antonio. Even the Hawks took them behind the shed, beat them by double digits, 129-117. And the Pistons yesterday just took them behind the shed. The Pistons, the damn Detroit Pistons, beat them by 20 yesterday. Now they're on the back end of a back-to-back with travel heading to New York. Come on, Knicks, bro. Damn. Trash-ass team. Y'all better air them out. That's all I'm saying. And Pacers yesterday were my NBA play of the month. I don't have a whole lot of those, but I really love that spot for the Pacers yesterday. It was a bounce back game at home, at the crib. That also happened to be a revenge game. That also happened to be a quick revenge game. Man, that's a hell of a spot right there, man. They got it done, beat Miami. The thing about the Pacers is, though, the road has not been kind to them. They're 2-5 straight up on the road this season. I think the Raptors have a legitimate chance to win this game outright. On the back end of a back-to-back with travel, heading out into the road, Raptors with the rest advantage. Give me Toronto plus the points in this one. Raptors have been a solid cover team this season. Raptors currently are 9-5 against the number. Don't like the spot for the Pacers. Don't like how they've been playing on the road. Give me Toronto. Mitch, what's happening? Putting his headphones in. Mitch, what's happening?
Bear down, Chicago Bear.
What's happening?
Nothing, man. What's up?
Nothing much. Talking some NBA right now currently.
Nice. I was just talking to someone about how we're 66% circa or something like that. That's something ridiculous.
Yeah. Rolling right along. Roof, what you like here in this slot? Wizards, Knicks, Pacers, Raptors.
No. Why do I jump in right at that time? Wizards, Knicks, man. No.
The king of comedic timing. I don't want to take a Ruffalo two shows in a row on an NBA slot, but there's I can't bet the Knicks. By principle, I can't bet the Wizards. I had to pick someone in that one. I'd take the Knicks just because the Wizards, all their losses this season continue to be by double digits.
Sexy pick.
Yeah, true. What's the total on that one? 230. Oh, God. Even the totals.
How about a prop?
Jalen Brunson over on points.
There you go.
I took that on the jam session.
There you go.
Pacers, Raptors. I'll take the Pacers. I just don't think I'm getting enough points to take the Raptors, even though they have been a great cover team. It's back-to-back with Travis. Yeah, I don't love this slot, but I'll lean towards Jalen Brunson over on his points.
Costi?
I'm with you on Jay on both of these. I don't like the spot for the Pacers coming off. They haven't been playing well on the road, and we're still on that one, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I just don't like the back end of a back-to-back. I was with you on the Pacers yesterday as well. I'll take Toronto at home as much as I can't stand it. Makes my stomach turn, but sometimes that's a good thing. And then Man, if the Knicks don't cover this one, I'm with you.
They should be on the list, but I'm not going to do it because they're on 14.5 on the back end of a back-to-back is a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
But the Wiz are ass, man.
Yeah.
And they're just getting blown out over and over. And again, there's going to be a correction there, and they're going to cover games. Definitely not going to be on my plays released today, but I'm gonna take the Knicks here. Mitch,
Yes.
are you going to give us your analysis on these two games?
Yes, I am.
I like you on the bottom right.
You can do the first two as well. Sixers, Heat, and Bulls, Pistons.
No.
You're real cute in the bottom right.
So in full transparency, and I know we don't talk about yesterday or whatever, but Jovan and Jay were both like, "Oh, and the Bulls suck at home," whatever. It was the only NBA play I had was the Rockets. I was like, "Oh no!" It's like they're beating me up on it. It's like, "Oh no!" But
Them boys on the shit.
Yeah, and that's why I tried to defend myself. I was like, I'm like, the Bulls are just 1-4 at home,
Yeah,
But
good play.
But anyways, this is a tough one, man, because the Knicks are just so ass. I'm gonna roll with the Wizards here, take the points. I'd rather lose with the Wizards than lose with the Knicks. I just would feel better about myself because I'd have lower expectations. And
That's a great point.
Yeah, it's called self-respect.
I really, to be honest, the comments almost bullied me into taking the Knicks today. So it's like, if I would have said Wizards, they would have came out and been like, "Jay, you're a fucking Knicks hater. You don't like the Knicks."
I mean, you're betting the Knicks Wizards. You're a loser to begin with, man.
Yeah,
there's no winners. There is no winners.
I hate it.
Oh man. And then Raptors against the Pacers. The issue here is for the Pacers, it's not just back-to-back. It's 3 and 4, right? 3 games in 4 days. The Raptors are now home in this one, and it's like the Pacers are laying points. I could see this one being competitive. I'm gonna roll with the Sonics in this one.
Shout out to Seattle Sonics, man.
Sonics. The other 2 games to start the show, Pistons, Bulls. Oh man, it's I think the Bulls have all the same problems that they had going into yesterday's game. I hate taking teams off of getting blown out. That's always always you have the overreaction. But I think the Bulls getting blown out yesterday was just justified, man. It's just they're getting a lot of shots taken on them. When you look at how many attempts are going in against the Chicago Bulls, I think, what did we say yesterday? The 30th 3-pointers against? No, 21st in 3-pointers attempted. And so 29th in field goals attempted against them and 30th in field goals made against them. They're also, teams are hitting 48 points. So imagine this. You're 29th in field goals attempted against you. So teams are taking almost 100 shots a game against the Chicago Bulls, 96 shots a game, and 48.7% of those are hitting the bottom of the net. That's how you have a losing streak, man, is that you're allowing teams to take a lot of shots against you. I mean, you can allow teams to take a lot of shots against you as long as they're not falling in. But you look at a team like the Thunder, they don't even allow anybody to take a shot, They don't even allow it. It's like this is the numbers that I've been looking at this season a lot, is like not necessarily the shooting percentages of teams, but how many shots teams are actually taking against them. Because it's like you could have a team that, they only hit 25% against you, but yeah, what if they're taking, 5 times as many shots against you as they are, the league average? Well, it only takes 25%. So the score is the score. And the Bulls, man, while here's the big one, right? So they're 5th best in 3-point shooting against, but they're 16th in 3-pointers made. So here it is, there it is right there, So teams are only hitting 34.1% of their shots against the Bulls, but they're taking 40 a game on them, man. So it's like, it really doesn't matter. It's like you can hit, you can allow only 35% free 3-point shooting and still stink at it. It's because they're just bombing away on them. They're getting good shots on them.
That's like 42 points on threes.
And then you get a game like last night where they're falling And all of a sudden, it's like, holy crap, man. It's like there's nothing you can do. I mean, what were the Rockets? What they shoot in that thing last night from the 3-point line? The Rockets,
84%.
yeah, 84% from beyond the arc. No, they did not. They did not. The Rockets,
It was so believable for a split second. Like, yeah, 80. Wait a minute.
they actually only took 30 shots from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
So here it is again. So the Bulls, like I said, they gave up the 29th most shots in the NBA, right, per game. Here it is. They gave up 98 shots in that game. They shot 53% from the floor, which is about average for a winning team in the NBA. But they took 98 shots. So 52 of them found the bottom of the net. It's like that's hideous, man. You give up 52. That's got to be the record this season. It's got to be. That's like Scoot Henderson minus 56 type stuff. So I like the Pistons in that one to follow it up. I don't love it as much. And the Heat against the Sixers, this line looks like it's moved since I last saw it.
It has moved. Embiid is now unlikely to play.
If Embiid's unlikely to play, the Sixers are unlikely to win. That's pretty much the way that formula has gone this season. I'm going to take the Heat and lay the points at home, which is always a horrible bet.
I try to. I'm with you though. I said the same thing. I like the Heat, but it's like now at 4.5.
I'd rather take my chances with Purdue against Penn State if they rematch. It's like, what are they doing, man?
Let's keep it pushing. We got Milwaukee laying 3.5 on Houston. And we got Orlando laying 3.5 on Phoenix. Roof, you're up here.
I'm gonna take the Houston Rockets plus the points. I keep saying it, or I said it in the video for this game. The Bucks are like that toxic ex that you know is bad for you, and you know that you got to kick it to the curb at some point. A leopard's not going to change their spots overnight. The Milwaukee Bucks just cannot get it together, and until they do, I'm going to keep going the other way. The Houston Rockets are playing some solid defense, and they were blowing out the Bulls yesterday, so they were able to get some guys some extra rest. So the back-to-back for me doesn't affect them as much, and even then, they're still one of the best teams in the NBA. I think with a rest disadvantage, I think they're like 14-7-1 or something like that. So give me the Rockets and the points. And what was the other one?
Magic.
Oh, I lean towards the Magic at home. Or sorry, the Magic laying the points on the road, but it's weird it's up to 4. I know it's no KD and whatever. But I just
no Beal too.
I just have to think there's a reason they're laying 4 on the road, even with all those guys. Right? Maybe the under 210 because they've been winning games with defense. But yeah, I definitely like the Rockets a lot more than the other game.
Costa?
I might regret this in the morning. It's not the only time that this has happened before. I'm going to take the Bucks.
Oh, wow.
Back end of a back
yesterday, and you're going to double back and take the Bucks.
I'm going to call Pathy and ask him to film the walk of shame for us.
Back end of a back-to-back. I don't care. They still play. They still have to travel. Milwaukee is going to win games this year, and they're going to win them at home. And the fact that there's a reason why they are a favorite. I don't think 3.5
walking around tomorrow, looking around like this.
I mean, it can't get any worse. The walk of shame this morning. Everywhere I looked, I was in 7-Eleven getting this cold brew, and some guy was wearing a Jets hat. I was like, "What? You're in Baltimore. What are you? What's good?" I couldn't even talk.
People got to wear something to keep their head warm.
He probably wasn't even.
You just said you just pissed Sam off. You just said the magic word.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, he doesn't like that.
Translated from dog. That's dumbass.
He doesn't like that language in this house.
My dog profanity translator just went off. He called you a dumbass.
Oh man.
And I'm gonna, you know what? As bad as the Suns have been playing, I'm still gonna take them at home because Orlando on the road has been ass all year. And I'd rather have the points in my back pocket. I know they've lost 3 in a row. They just lost to, at Minnesota. Now they're home first game after a four-game homestand for Orlando. For the Suns. And listen, the Magic have been red hot, but that was at home. They've only won 1 game on the road. I'll take the Suns at home.
Money man Mitch.
Everyone knows I love fading me some Orlando Magic. I'm going to take the Phoenix Suns here. I think no Beal, no problem. KD, obviously, issue, but I think the Magic, this is a horrible spot for them. They're like 0-6 as favorites against the West, right? In these spots, 0-6 straight up. So Suns money line is the play in this game. And Milwaukee come on. It's like the Bucks and the Jets, they both wear green. They both have Giannis. It's like everybody wants out. Everyone's going to want out. It's like, right? It's like bad, man. Can you imagine, like, Garrett Wilson, like, it's like, because you see what happened to the Jets? You had that nice young core, Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, running back, right? It started out, and then what happened? Hope. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It is, man. It's like the Bucks are the Jets, man. They are the Jets.
Bucks are the Jets. I like that.
Yeah, they are, man. The Bucks are the Jets, man. It's like short names, one syllable, Bucks, Jets.
I like that a lot.
Giannis, Rodgers, same thing. Same issue, man. Tired of sitting around getting the crap beat out of them all day.
I'm with Mitch on both. I like the Suns. I love the Magic. Nobody here loves the Magic more than me. We bet the Magic at home as favorites all the time. 22-6 at home. Just came off a 5-0 streak at home as favorites. But you got to look at who they played. New Orleans, ass. Washington, ass. Charlotte, decent, but still not a good basketball team. Philadelphia, ass. The only good win was Indiana. And I told y'all a second ago, Indiana 2-5 straight up on the road. Indiana on the road, not trustworthy. So not surprised that a dominant home team did what they were supposed to do at home. But now they're going to lay points with them on the road on Phoenix. Oof. Bounce back game at home at the crib for Phoenix is kind of what this sets up to be. Phoenix on the road, they've been terrible. But at home, that's where they've done their damage. No Bill. Oh, my God, no Bill. KD, that is a little concerning, but he's been out. I think this is a Booker-style game. Give me the Suns plus the points and or money line. And then we're taking the Rockets, man. I'm taking the Rockets. The Rockets, I know they're on the back end of a back-to-back. That's the only thing that makes me nervous. But like Ruffalo said earlier, they've been solid in the rest disadvantaged spot. The Bucks are just ass. Like, let's just call a spade, bro. They're 4-9. The Rockets are the better team. We're getting plus money with them. Like, this is the direct definition of overrated, overvalued. Houston has won 5 straight. They look good and all. I know we usually don't trust them on the road, but we don't trust Milwaukee more so than we don't trust Houston on the road. So Houston has shown the signs this season that they will be a better road team. Like, they took the Bulls behind the shed. We've seen them beat the Mavs on the road. We've seen some signs from Houston on the road. I like them today. I think I want to attack the plus money as well. So even with Giannis and with Dame, I don't care. It just creates more value on Houston.
The Rockets take more shots than anybody, and they allow like the 4th least 3-pointers taken against them. So it's like they're just raining shots, man. They're just throwing them up. It's like hoping that something falls. I always think that NBA players, almost everybody, should be able to like hit basket. No problem. Second best, third best in the NBA. So here's the other thing, right? So 11th most shots against the Rockets of any team in the NBA, but third best in shots going in. So it's like very, very tough to get a good shot off against them. That's why I get from the 3, 4th best in shots against, because that just means you're guarding everybody. You're playing with high energy. making it very, very hard to get a good shot off. I like it. I mean, they're NBA guys. They're going to hit shots. I mean, it's like we see guys hit shots that are just ridiculous, right, all the time, especially Kobe, right? I mean,
let's keep it rolling. Last slot of the NBA. Then we'll talk NFL. We got Kings, Hawks, Clippers, Warriors. I lost the order.
I think I'm up.
It's Mitch.
I think I am. I'm going to take the Kings over the Hawks. I just got to look at my list right here. And the Hawks are still here, making it nice and easy. Kings are on here, but only as a road favorite. But that might go this year. That with the Commanders could be leaving the list. Shador will be graduating, so he'll be off the list. We got to redo it.
Yeah, we got to add Jets on there. We got to add like the Bucks.
I think the Raptors are probably safe to even slide down here a little bit. Yeah. I mean, we could put the Bucks on instead of the Raptors. I'd feel good. And the Knicks.
Yeah. Knicks not yet.
See, that's your problem. That's your problem.
You were on the show earlier. We said tonight is tonight's not
this
tonight.
But so
give it another week. Just give us one more week.
How do you land on the Jets in week 11? By giving them one more week? I mean,
no.
You want to get off the train early.
So I'm not. My reasoning for staying on the Jets is the conglomerate of the people that I do business with that are looking at sample sizes longer than this season. And
we call that a lot of bad advice. We call that a lot of
teams that hurt them. I could tell you 4 or 5 years ago, they took the Browns every single week and literally lost for 10 straight weeks. So clients would say, why are you doing this? And it's like their scope is not team-based. It's data-based for 3 decades worth of data.
So you mean when Anthony Richardson's passing the ball down the field against them in the final minute of a game to hitting receiver after receiver, that's not good enough? I mean, if that guy's going to do it to you, anybody can except for your own guy, Aaron Rodgers, who's the game's passed him by. He's done. How about the kicker for the Bengals, man?
Man, no. You just brought it back up, bro. Fuck.
I mean, this is the problem when you make the kicker kind of a regular player. Like Jimmy Johnson, man, had it down, man. The kicker asked for a raise. The kicker was cut. And it's like, now, like Tucker, this guy, people, they sell jerseys of these guys. It's like kickers were never jersey guys, Never. It's like, now, what do you do with this? Anyways, the other game is Warriors Clippers. So this is a tough one too. So this line opened at 2.5. I saw it last night at 2.5. I was watching the Chargers game. It was a good game anyway to slice it. But I'm
still hurt because it's like I had hope, Mitch. Like they came back.
Oh, I know.
And it was the perfect storm. Joe Burrow,
oh yeah, T. Higgins going off. He's going off, man. It's like it was Jamar Chase is catching everything, one-handers. It was like everything was happening. So this line came out last night at 2.5 when it first came out. I saw it last night when it opened. I could have grabbed it at 2.5, and I was like, you know what? That looks funny. And now I wake up, in the morning, it's 4.5. And I still think it looks funny. I'm going to take the Clippers. I for no other reason than something looks funny here. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I could see something. I don't know why it was 2.5 to begin with.
So what do you think it should be?
For the Warriors? I don't know. 4.5, 5.5 is all fine, but why was it 2.5?
Fair.
Why was it there? The Clippers have beaten the Warriors 4 in a row. They just beat them last week. They beat them bad. That game was at Golden State. So it's revenge, which Big Al loves the revenge. With revenge, coming off back-to-back somethings. It's like back-to-back first quarter losses with revenge. 62% Suats. I don't know. Something just looks funny. I might live to regret this one, but I'm gonna take the Clippers.
Gospel?
I'm on the Sacktown Kings here. Fuck the Hawks. There's a reason why they lose year after year, and they're the worst ATS team out there. The Kings, they're 4-3 at home this year, but they've played much harder competition in those 7 games than most have. And their easy games have really been on the road. I'm with the Kings here. I don't think it matters. The Hawks are ass, and they're even worse on the road. I'm not worried about the number. And I'm going the opposite. I'm going Golden State. This team has shown me time and time again this year that they are a great team, and they have the pieces to keep it going. The Clippers, we weren't just far off when the Clippers were playing like ass at home. Now they're 500. They've gotten back there. They've gotten a couple games, but they beat the Jazz, Toronto, Philly, San Antonio in those 4 wins. It's not Golden State. So Golden State for me.
Roof?
Yeah, I can take the Kings here as well. There's no back in the Hawks any way, shape, or form. It's like we always talk about how they're like the worst ATS team pretty much every situation. It's back to back too. They're 5-13 since the start of last year on the second half of a back to back.
It'd be hard on the jam session sometimes because it's like I could name off like everything.
you could have your own jam session just talking about Hawks trends and how they're the worst in the NBA. Worst on a Thursday after eating Chipotle on a Wednesday. It's the Hawks worst against the spread. But on no rest, 5-13 against the number since the start of last year. The Sacramento Kings, I think they were off yesterday, right? I believe they were.
Yes.
Because with the rest of the edge, third best team since the start of last year, 16-9-2 against the number. So give me the Kings. And give me the Warriors. The team have been absolutely money as a road favorite. 18-7 against the number since the start of last year as a road favorite. So give me the Warriors.
Word for word, bar for bar, roof, man. I'm on the Warriors. The Clippers at home, they poise me no reason to look in their direction. $1 billion arena or not, it hasn't mattered this season. The number 2 ATS team this year, number 1 in the NBA is the Brooklyn Nets. Mitch been on them boys. 77% against the number this season, 10-3-1. Number 2, Golden State at 9-3 at 75%. They've been a money-making machine. They're 6-1 on the number. 6-1 on the road this season against the number. Last season, they were the number 2 road ATS team as they were what were they, 22 or 20? Let me pull it up. They were last season, they were 27-15 on the road, number 2 in the league, covered in 65% of their games. Like it's Warriors for me there. I don't want to overcomplicate it. Them boys balling. Revenge game. I'll fade the Clippers. It don't take much for me.
Who was the baseball team in the regular season that you had that was like you ride them until they lose a game and then you back them when they drop. You ride them until they win a game and then you back them but you fade them once they lose.
Man, it seemed like baseball was so long ago.
But I was just gonna say because it seems like the Clippers are that team.
Right.
They're streaky, right?
Was it the Reds? Was it the Reds?
Might have been.
I think it was the Reds. I think it was.
Because like you ride them until they lose and then you fade them until they win.
It was the Reds. The Reds and the Twins. That's why I rock with the chat, man. Y'all be on it, man. Y'all be on it.
It's like, but you look at their schedule, right? All they've won 3 in a row, and then they lose 3 in a row, and then
yep.
Sorry. Anyway.
Nah, you hit it right on the head. And of course, y'all know I'm on the Kings. This line has continuously grown throughout this morning. It was 3.5 when I was recording the jam session this morning. Now up to 5.5. It don't matter to me. It's just a terrible spot for Atlanta on the back end of a back-to-back with travel following a loss. Kings are well rested with the rest advantage. They've been chilling for 2 days? They had 2 games up. They had yesterday off, and they've been at home, so they haven't left the city since. They've been at home for a week, so they just chilling. They already beat up on the Hawks this season. Keep an eye on the injury report. Sabonis is on their game time decision, but
I'm seeing doubtful.
So if he don't play, it's gonna be the Fox game again. Fox, he had 100 points in 24 hours. That boy was out there balling. He probably keep it rolling. I don't care. I'm on the Kings. The last 2 meetings they've beaten up on the Hawks. I think they make it 3 straight. Give me Sacktown. NFL time. NFL. Dallas, Houston. A Texas affair, man. A Texas affair. Costi, Texans 7-point road favorite here in Jerry World.
Houston for me. Dallas is just they couldn't do anything with the starters. Now you have backups in there, and they're just trying to squeeze you to take the Cowboys. Because they're like, why is the line only 7? They're basically a home game. There's going to be a lot of Houston fans now that Dallas is selling a lot of the tickets. Houston hasn't been a great covering team this year, but I can't back the Cowboys, especially with the roster that they're putting out there. Defense is beat up. Not obsessed with this one. 7 is a lot, but I think Houston wins by double digits.
Ruffalo.
Yeah, I lean towards the Texans for him, but I think my better play is a player prop. Joe Mixon 2+ touchdowns at plus 360. Maybe parlay, or Joe Mixon touchdown with the over 100 rushing yards. He's hit it in 4 of his last 5. The only one he didn't was against the Lions. And we talked about how the Dallas Cowboys rush defense hasn't been very good this season. So I think it's going to be probably a rush heavy game for Joe Mixon, heavy workload. So I go Joe Mixon props in this one.
Houston laying the points for me. Cowboys are ass. Simple. We can't stop the run. We can't stop the pass. We can't run the football. Dak's out. We can't throw the football. We've been aired out every home game this season. We got aired out our last home game last season. There's no path. There's no path here for Dallas. Houston, it's their 3rd straight primetime game. They lost the previous 2. This is probably their coming out party. Everybody loved to come into Big D and put on a show, bro. They love to do that shit. Houston, they've been little brother for so long. This their chance to kind of beat up on Big Bro. And I think they take full advantage of it. So, y'all better get us while y'all can, man. Get us while y'all can. I know Cooper Rush 5-2 as a starter, but you got to be realistic, bro. Y'all know how many passing yards we had as a team last week? Wasn't it like 67 against Philly? Like, fucking ass. We're terrible. I couldn't even wear my Cowboy gear today. Like, oh, my God. I thank God, though. The Giants just said that they're benching Daniel Jones. So, my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, and we play the Giants on Thanksgiving. So, it's going to be Cooper Rush versus DeVito. At least my holiday is still, I want us to win one more game. Thanksgiving game, make it a beautiful day. And then
they cancel that one. They take it off.
they flex them out.
They flexed them out for lack of interest.
Man. I mean, Max, to be honest, it's a pretty good formula. When I faded him last year, Mitch was on him and with cash. So it's usually been a good formula. That's why I don't fade them too often. But nah, it's no path here. Their ass. I'm fading. Mitch, you're muted.
Kind of like what Jerry Garcia said, Dallas got a soft machine. Houston, too close to New Orleans. I'm going to take Dallas here, man. Take the points. Why not, man? At home, a home dog on Monday night. This country was built on the home dog on Monday. I mean, seriously, sometimes you got to just go back to basics and also throw in a few other factors here. Number 1, the world is on Houston.
They are.
The world is on Houston, and the line's going nowhere. With this many people on Houston, you would think this thing would be 9 points by now.
But where's the path? We can't run. We can't pass. We can't defend. We're ass.
Yeah, well, let's look.
I want to bet the Cowboys, but like I don't see the path.
Well, CeeDee Lamb will tell you differently, as it usually does. And I think, when we look at this, I mean, it's everything here says Houston except 26-23 against the Lions. I mean, they lost to the Jets, so they've lost 2 in a row. If you lose to the Jets, you can pretty much lose to anybody. They beat the Colts 23-20, Packers 24-22, Buffalo 23-20, Jacksonville 24-20, Chicago 19-13. They play in a lot of close games, man. 7 points with the Texans is a lot of freaking points, man. It's a lot. Out of their last 10 games, 7 of them have been decided by less than this. Plus, you're getting the home team.
All right.
Plus, you get CeeDee Lamb. Plus, you get the Dallas Cowboys.
All
Plus,
right.
Dallas got a soft machine. Houston, too close to New Orleans. Everybody knows that. I mean, Chris, you know that, right?
I do now.
Well, New York's got the ways and means. Just won't let you be.
Man.
Trucking. I'm going home.
I thought you were going to do like long train letters.
I don't have a premium on the game. I didn't.
Back home, sit down and rest my bone.
I couldn't do it. The reason I couldn't bet it was because Houston, like Mitch said, everybody, they mama, uncle, and auntie on Houston. So it's like, y'all know I want to bet Dallas, but it's like there's no path. That's why I couldn't do it.
Yes, the path is home Monday night. I mean that.
All right.
Way stranger things have happened than that. I mean, it's not like Houston is a 6-4 team. It's not like, these guys have just been slaughtering everybody.
Fair. All right, fellas.
I mean, they beat the Bears 19-13. So do you think the Cowboys could beat the Bears?
Right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So there it is. There it is. They beat the Colts 29-27 and 23-20, a combined 5 points.
That's a division game.
2 games.
You got to throw those out.
This is an in-state battle, man. This is what Houston has always had to live in the shadows of Dallas. You would think that we get a chance to punch the big brother in the face. Yeah,
I don't put too much value in that.
It's kind of like the Clippers, man.
It's like the Rams playing the Chargers, right? It's just it doesn't matter. Who cares if they're in-state rivals? I don't put a lot of emphasis in that. Division, you see each other twice a year, every year. It's just a different animal. But again, it's a good topic for conversation because I mean I can make a case for the Dallas. I just don't want to.
Make it. Talk me on Dallas. I don't have a bet.
It's 3 letters. NFL.
True.
That's what it is. It could
be
anything. You could have Cooper Rush coming out party because he's done it before.
All right, bro. It's not a premium. I'm not gonna put it as a premium, but I'm betting Dallas. Let's do it.
How about them Cowboys?
How about that Cowboys? I'm not, guys. Just making sure. I'm just making my kids.
See, and look at the comments too. All hating on me. That's how it's been all weekend. It's how it's been for the last month, man. I've been on. Costa, don't say anything yesterday about my NFL heater I've been on. Oh, but no,
I didn't say that.
I found the way. I found the path, man. I found the system. My system on this game fits the Cowboys also.
Fair.
Everything in this points to Dallas covering, possibly winning, coming down to like the final field goal type thing. At worst, could be either way. Missed extra point.
A lot of them this year.
I'll tell you. What do you do with McPherson? Did they cut him?
Bro. Season on the line, Mitch. Season on the line.
What do you do with Tucker?
Same thing. Send him, put him in timeout.
Put him in timeout. He's got the yips.
He doesn't have the yips. He sucks, man. That's what happened to these
Snap
kickers.
hooking it. Keep snap hooking everything left.
That's what this guy did.
I know, but it's
He's got diarrhea.
Luka's playing tonight, right?
The Mavs not playing tonight.
Oh no, but Luka's not hurt, right? The person who does my thumbnails is asking. He was just sitting, right, resting.
Yeah, he's fine.
Because when the player's out, we change out the player on the thumbnail. You're like, who should I put in for the Mavs? Luka's out. But I don't think he's out.
Tomorrow, Cavs, Celtics. Do the Cavs take their first L in season?
Yep.
Tournament?
Yep.
Mitch on them Celtics? I might gotta be on the Cavs. Nah, I'm playing.
The line's already out, man.
I know.
Season tournament. The line's already out. 3.5.
Yeah.
The hook's in.
there you go.
Costi,
Back tonight for 8:00 for the overnight morning show.
Are you on the Cowboys tonight, Costi?
It's 4.5 now.
I'm not.
What are you talking about?
I'm not.
Why not?
I don't see a path. I just don't.
Parlay time.
They want the number 1 overall pick.
We do. Travis. Tank for Travis.
Yeah, but it's like you can still cover a spread and get the number 1 overall pick.
It's hard. Yes, it is true. But I think when you're going down that path, the spread is like kind of like not important. You want to get a clear lead of losing.
But I really think that with the Cowboys, where the season started to get away from them, was when Micah Parsons went out.
Of course.
That's when it started to fall apart, but he's back.
But now they don't have a quarterback.
What are you talking about? They got Cooper Rush and Trey Lance. They got the two-headed monster.
Oh, they do. I know. Give Trey Lance a shot. I mean, come on, man. Just let's see what he's got. Him and
What I'd like to see is what they have in the locker room for running backs, like on the practice squad.
Rico's been playing well.
What about? Don't they have? They have the guy from
That Deuce.
Kansas State, the Deuce, man? Yeah,
He hasn't seen the field.
Yeah, you gotta let the Deuce loose, man.
I love Deuce.
We love the Deuce. The Deuce is a cover machine. The Deuce is Sproles 2.0.
He's like half of Sproles' size.
Nah, Sproles is about the same size as Deuce.
I don't know. I got to look this up.
Speaking of Lewis, can we?
Sproles size.
He's 5'8".
Is he
5'8" or 5'9"?
All right, Deuce is 5'6". 175.
They just list him there to try and.
It's like a fighter.
Sproles is 5'6", 190.
Oh, is he? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 15 pounds heavier. He's a bigger guy. Deuce is tiny.
5'6", 190 out of
Well,
Waterloo,
now over
Iowa.
here, unless he grew an inch, 5'5", 176. One says 5'6", one says 5'5".
This one says, and his Wikipedia says 5'6" and an eighth, 187 pounds, lost 3.
Who, for Deuce or Sproles?
Sproles.
I'm talking about Deuce.
Sproles lost 3 pounds in his Wikipedia page. I think it's one is before he took a shit, the other one's after.
It's like the fight. It's like the fighter weigh-ins. You got your Wikipedia weigh-in and your real weigh-in.
Well, it's like the old Greyhound weigh-ins, you know. It's like,
Oh, shit.
he's gonna be light.
Shit on the track. He's
gonna be light.
Take 10 seconds off his time.
That's like the oldest one in the book. You bet on the one that takes a shit. I'll tell you what, man. I like the Cowboys tonight. How about them Cowboys? I don't have a premium on it, but I'd be willing to put it on there for my record. No problem putting it on there. I like it. I've talked myself into it. Put a couple dimes on it. That'll make me feel better.
Parlay time, fellas.
Hold on a second. I'm putting a couple dimes on the Cowboys. I'd love to help you guys, but I'm preoccupied. I think if we took it down to 4.5, also, it's probably the way to go on this thing. What are they willing to pay me on 4.5?
Just take the money line.
No, we want points. But all we need is really 3.5, but 4.5 is good just in case you get on that, one or the other.
All right, I have a parlay. Sacktown, Kings, Golden State Warriors, Phoenix Suns.
4.5 is plus 135. So they're not giving away money here on the reduced lines for the Cowboys because the books are running for their life. They know that the smart money, me, is coming in on the Cowboys. Ooh, 30% profit boost.
Ooh. Aren't you a fancy bitch?
30%. That's 30% of $2. $600. I'll take it.
All right, I'll go 2 parlays here. One will go college hoops. We'll go Northern Colorado, IU Indy. Yesterday, IU Indy. And North Texas plus the points for the same game parlay for Monday Night Football. Joe Mixon 2+ touchdowns and 100+ rushing yards for plus 530, and you can add him for him to be the first touchdown scorer at plus 1130.
Yeah, that's the number right there. It's plus 4.5.
I'm gonna go beat down parlay. We're gonna go New York Knicks. We're gonna go Arkansas, and we're gonna go Texas Tech.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys plus 4.5. I'm gonna get plus 135 on that only. Once you go to down from there, though, the payouts go up really high. So that's how you know you're on the right number there. Plus 150 at 4, but plus 135 at 4.5. And then you're getting to plus 200s lower than that. So plus 260 money line, right? So plus 280. So yeah, why not? Cowboys plus 4.5 all day. Then I'm gonna take the Miami Heat with the Toronto Raptors.
All righty.
It's almost too obvious.
Money making Monday, ladies and gentlemen.
Jay's going to be when CeeDee Lamb catches that touchdown. He's going, damn it. Throwing CeeDee Lamb anytime touchdown onto my parlay.
What you selling today, Roof?
Got a bunch of standalone plays for college hoops, including my $15 play of the day. Or I'm going to put those in a 3-pack for $49.95. Also got an NBA play of the day and an NBA 3-pack.
Hop on the roof, Mitch.
I got NBA or college hoops picks. I got a player prop for you for free. It's CeeDee Lamb anytime touchdown. And I'm betting the Cowboys. That's free. But I would have put it in as a premium. I just been busy all morning. So I didn't get to it. But so you guys get it for free instead. But 4.5 is the right number on it. And it's plus 135.
Costing.
Still going strong on our syndicate football channels. So if you're interested in treating it more like a business and more invested time in getting that one-on-one consultation and get access to me and Pathy every day, head on over to Pick Dogs. You'll see it under the Premium Picks tab, Dime Club or Insider Plays, and I'll reach out to you personally.
There you go. For me, I got an NBA play of the day. I'll have a 3-pack up here shortly. Just 3 plays for me today, all in the NBA. We cashed our play of the month yesterday with the Pacers. Hopefully that's the one that propels us forward. I think 39-38 on the season. That's what it's been one of those. And on the play of the day, we're 13-13. So we're right there. We're just needing to go on a run. Started today. So 3-0.
Those are numbers you could work off of, though. It's
Yeah.
like you're not like 10-26 or something.
No, yeah, for sure. We're 39-38. So.
Like it's like got till April, right? May.
Yeah. So run coming here soon. Let's start it today. Or it started yesterday. Went 3-0 yesterday. Let's see if we can keep it rolling into today. Money making Monday. Any final words from either of you fellas before we get out of here?
Brad Francis will be here tomorrow on Tuesdays. We'll be asking Eric Pathy to take a picture of Costi doing the walk of shame tomorrow morning after the Knicks go down in a heap.
Just remember the Jets and the
Bucks.
Bucks.
It's the Bucks. It's the Bucks. The Bucks.
The Jets, man. Fuck the Jets.
Well, you just took them today again.
Yeah, you took them again.
I didn't even give it. I could give a prediction without actually giving a play. It's different. I gave out the Jets were on everything yesterday.
I like the Lillard is Devontae Adams.
I do like that too. Dame is a little bit better because he's actually performed last year. Devontae's done nothing.
Dame
Like,
a lot of this
quarterback's under pressure, man. He can't even get the ball out.
He can't move anymore.
That's what happens.
All right, fellas. See y'all tomorrow. We out of here.
Doug Smoked says, message for Costi. I told you, Colts. You and everybody else.